Defensive stalwarts Green and Bogut are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Rush in at the 3 slot.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
Redick for 3. That's good. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Curry kicks to Thompson. Curry dishes to Thompson. Feeds it to Green. Back to Thompson. Goes up off the pick.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Curry passes to Thompson. On the wing, Green. Curry against Paul. Out to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started. A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Smith checked in for Jordan. Lance Stevenson comes in for Mbah a Moute. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Ezeli's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
There's a screen. Curry against Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Green. Poked loose. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Curry with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 6. Thompson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Outside Curry. Back to Thompson. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Maurice Spates out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's Livingston. Then it's Rush. And it's Barbosa in at the two-guard spot.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it,
Oh,
too.
they do, yes, sir. And he gets it to go.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
That's his first personal foul.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Iguodala kicks to Curry. And it's Green missing. Clippers trail by 5. That's a 2 from Paul. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And now a chance, Kevin, to see how the last month has fared for the Clippers. 7th in fewest turnovers per game, 8th in scoring, and they are in the top third of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
And call me crazy, but I really believe turnovers are one of those game-changing stats. Their ability to avoid those miscues and make the right play consistently has been tremendously important.
Green dishes to Thompson. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. No good from Bogut.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Was shot by Redick. No good. Dishes it to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very top Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Mbah a Moute. Smith comes in for Pierce. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul. Now here's Bogut after the miss from Klay Thompson. Bogut, the pass to Iguodala. Back to Bogut. Doubled by Crawford. It's stolen by Johnson. Crawford drives in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for the Clippers. He used that pitch to perfection. 15 points for Klay Thompson.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Back to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 12 points for Steph Curry.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And the Warriors with some changes. Bazili's checked in for Bogut. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. Griffin kicks to Stevenson. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, the numbers from the line.
And that does it for the first half of play. Warriors lead by 12. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
I tell you what, it's a pleasure to watch him when he's at the helm, because of that first half, offensively, he was in a zone.
It sure is a treat to watch him, guys. I mean, everything's been running through him, and he's doing a fantastic job keeping the offense clicking on all cylinders.
That's his first personal foul.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Mbah a Moute in the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Clippers trail by 15. Redick for 3. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Curry.
Just a solid performance.
Simple life, no American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour with fifth wheel.